welcome to The Crossroads. I'm your host, Angela Rajniganda. So today I want to talk about love spells and the ethics of love spells. We just passed Valentine's Day, which is basically the peak season for people thinking about love and romance and attraction and spell work around love. This is a time of year when I get a lot of questions about love spells and how to make someone fall for you, or how to get back an ex, or how to make a specific person obsessed with you, or how to nudge someone's feelings. So today we're going to have a very honest conversation about this. So let's start off with what a love spell actually is. A love spell is any energetic, spiritual, or magical working intended to influence a person's romantic feelings, attraction, desire, or emotional attachment. That includes spells, rituals, petitions, intention setting, manifestation scripts, and even certain forms of visualization when directed towards a specific person. Love spells have been heavily glamorized in media and pop culture. They're often portrayed as harmless or romantic or even cute. They're framed as destiny tools or like shortcuts to love, as ways of helping fate along, but the reality is a bit more serious than this, because the truth that most people don't want to hear is that crafting a love spell against someone without their knowledge or their consent is a violation of that person's free will, which is a violation of universal law. Violating it carries consequences energetically and psychologically. When you attempt to influence someone's emotions or choices without permission, that is not love magic, that is control magic. And control magic comes from a frequency of manipulation, of lack, fear, and entitlement. It's energetic and spiritual harassment and abuse. If you wouldn't physically force someone to have a romantic relationship with you, to touch you, to love you, then you shouldn't try to force it energetically either. The method does not change the principle. Whether physical or emotional or psychological or spiritual, coercion is still coercion. If it is wrong to do physically, then it is wrong to do energetically, even if you feel your intentions are good. And some people will try to justify targeted love spells by saying things like, well, I just want them to notice me, or I know we're meant to be together, or they actually do love me deep down, or I'm helping them realize their feelings for me. But those statements are projections. They're not truth. They're based on what you want, not what the other person has chosen for themselves. No matter how convinced you are that a connection is destined, any magical or energetic work directed at someone without their consent is still a violation of free will. And when you send out energy that's rooted in manipulation and violation, coercion, and illusion, that is the exact frequency that you are putting out into the field. So when people ask me if there are consequences of doing love spells on people, the answer is yes. Not because there's some external force that's going to punish you, but because you're aligning yourself with that pattern. When you operate from control, you magnetize experience where control exists. When you operate from illusion, you attract illusion. When you operate from manipulation, you attract manipulation to you. The energy you send out is exactly the energy that is coming back around to you, and some believe multiplied. If you don't want it done to you, then do not do it to someone else. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't do love magic at all. It means that you need to do it ethically. Ethical magic never overrides a person's free will. Ethical magic instead strengthens your own field, focusing on spells to enhance your life, not to control others. You can ethically do any spell you want on yourself. So, here are some alternatives to casting love spells on other people. The first is self-love spells. These focus on confidence and healing and worthiness and emotional clarity. Instead of trying to make someone love you, you become someone worthy of love, worthy of being lovable. And that changes everything about your frequency and how others respond to you. Then there are beauty and allure spells. This is not about controlling anyone or manipulating anyone. It's about enhancing your natural magnetism and your presence and your glow. You are amplifying what is already yours, what is already in you, not taking agency away from someone else. And then we have general attraction spells, calling opportunities for love into your life without specifying who. Think like I'll attract a healthy and loving relationship rather than I want this guy to fall for me, you know? And then there's heart healing work. This is especially powerful after breakups or rejection. Instead of trying to forcibly pull someone back to you, this is restoring your own emotional field. When your energy is clear and grounded and whole, you naturally draw experiences that match that state. The idea is to invest in yourself, radiate love and confidence and beauty from within. That energy attracts love organically, naturally, true love. Do you see the difference I'm talking about? One path tries to control from the outside while the other transforms from the inside. So before performing any spell or ritual, ask yourself these questions. Am I respecting free will? Am I violating the free will and the choices of someone else? And would I be okay if the tables were turned? Would I be okay if somebody was doing this to me without my knowledge? If the answer is no, then that work is not ethical. The more aligned your practice is with integrity, the stronger your magic will be. Ethical work is potent work. Clean intention amplifies everything. It amplifies the results, the spell, absolutely everything. It's so important to remember that manipulation and forced love, affection, admiration, or obsession, this is not true love. This is just an illusion, and you do not want to be loved because someone is being energetically manipulated into it. You want to be loved because someone freely and consciously chose you. You deserve that. Love spells can be really tempting, especially when you are lonely or grieving or longing or heartbroken. But the deepest magic is not in bending someone else's will. The deepest magic is becoming someone who no longer feels the need to. When you invest in yourself and heal yourself and respect yourself and strengthen your own field, you radiate that light. And that light does not chase love, that light attracts it. So respect others, respect yourself, and respect free will. And that's all I have to say on that today. Thank you so much for joining me here. And as always, if you'd like to book an appointment with me or a healing session, you can do that on my website, angelarajniganda.com. And also, if you're looking for deeper ongoing work and exclusive episodes that I don't release publicly, please join the Shadow Light Tribe over on Patreon. And until next time, I'll meet you at the crossroads. Bye. Thank you for joining me at the crossroads. Visit me at arcanapothecary.com and connect on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and please join my Patreon for more exclusive content that I don't share anywhere else. Please note that this podcast is for entertainment and informational purposes only and is not professional advice. Remember, there is a time for love and light, and there is a time for raising hell. Until next time, I'll meet you at the crossroads.